Hello, this is Professor Baswai. Today we'll go over circle graphs or pie charts in the pre-algebra or beginning algebra level. I'll just show you how to generate and read a pie chart. A pie chart looks like this. It's circular. It looks like a pie. That's why it's called a pie chart. If I were to name this, I would have called it pizza chart or something. But what it is used for is a graph that can be used to visualize percent value of each category of data. You're trying to categorize data. It's a very, very handy tool, very, very popular. All right, I am going to look at data, and we are going to pretty much generate a pie chart related to data. Let's say I gave a final. I just want to see how the class is doing. I may do a pie chart. So what I need to do is I need to sort the data, and I need to determine categories, how I want to categorize that. And then I want to look at the percent of the category and to see how much of a pie slice I need to put in there. To do that, I need to go and calculate the percent first, and then since it's a pie, I need to see how many degrees that is if I were to do it by hand with a protractor. So I can draw it by hand and then just draw. So I'll just show you those 5 steps how I can do that for data. Okay, so the first thing is what I did, I just entered that. This is my raw data. This is my sorted data. You can do that with a calculator or you can do it by hand. So this is my sorted data from the lowest grade to the highest grade, and this one is just the raw data. I just put it in there. So that is the step 1. Now the second thing I need to decide, everything is in one place. The second thing that I wanted to decide is the categories. I said, okay, well, my categories are going to be, I want to see A's, B's, C's, D's, and F's. These are my categories. I want to see the percent of the students who got A's, B's, C's, D's, and F's. All right, so I went and I counted A, and then I decided, okay, well, I'm going to say A is going to be 90 to 100, and B is going to be 80 to 89, C is going to be 70 to 79, D is going to be 60 to 69, and anything below 60, 59, and under, I'm going to call them F. That's how we do it at IBC. Then I went and I counted how many kids got A's, B's, C's, D's, and F's. And I have a total of 18 students in the class. Then I went and I put that in a table. Here's my total, and here's my number of students. All right? Now, to get a decimal portion, the decimal version of the percent, this is what I need to do. If I want to write the decimal version of a percent, it's going to be how many students, that's 4, out of how many, 18. And that number is 0.2222, and I just put it in here. Okay, so that is the ratio in decimal form. Ratio, the number of readings over the total. I did that for every line. So for 3, it's going to be 3 over 18, and so forth. Does it make sense? For C is 2 over 18, and I did that. Then I went, okay, well, this decimal is not a very good. I don't like decimals all that much. I went and I changed the decimals into percent. So how do I go from decimal to percent? Decimal to percent. All you have to do is just go and multiply by 100. So I just went and multiplied these numbers by 100 and rounded to the nearest integer, 22, 17, 11, 39, and 11. Make sure that they add up to 100%. When I have it in the decimal version, they have to add up to 1. All right. Now, this is the important part. I know that in terms of degree, and we are talking about degrees, geometric degrees, remember? So a pi, 1 revolution like that, is 360 degrees. All right? So what I took this, I either used the percent, but to use the decimal is easier. I took the decimal, so it's like 0.222, and multiply by the 360 degrees. That's going to give me, in degrees, how big my slice is going to be. When I do that, I get 80. And when I do the same thing, so 0.16666 times 360, I get 60. When I do the same thing, 0.111111 times 360, I get 40. So these are the degrees of the decimal times the 360. And that means these are the degrees of the slice, and they have to add up to 360. I do that for each line. Now look at that. So 22% of the students got A's, and if I represent that, I have to pick a slice of 80 degrees on my pie chart. So let me show you how that works. When I do it in the computer does it automatically, but I'll just show you how it's done with a Protractor. So look at this, and I kind of can display the percents, and I can use colors. But if I want to draw this from scratch, remember how much the D was? D was, let me use something easier. For A's, it was 80 degrees. This one is supposed to be 80 degrees. So for me to use a protractor to draw an 80 degree, so this is what you do. So you would put your protractor right here with its thing is at the center of that, and then read the degrees counterclockwise, and then go to 80 degrees here. Probably it's a little bit less than that, and this is the slice that I'm looking at for the A's. Okay? Then when you want to draw the F, that's 40 degrees. This one was 80, so this one was 40. Okay? That's kind of dark, so let's do this one. I want to do C's, and C's are supposed to be 40 degrees as well. So how do I do that? That slice. How do you use my protractor? So it is this way. So have one starting point, then you can actually roll it like that and put your protractor this way and make sure the middle of it. So I want 40 degrees from here. Protractors are usually labeled this way and that way. It doesn't matter. Find your 0 and read the 40 and put a tick mark in here, and that is actually the slice. So the key is to get started with the starting point. Okay? So you put your protractor, that middle of your protractor, in the middle of your circle. And you keep on moving your protractor all around. Remember, I put my protractor this way in that slice, that way in this other slice. And this one, for example, is going to be, according to my calculation, 140 degrees. But make sure everything will add up to 360. So I can draw my pie chart. What's the beauty about that? I know that most of my students got D's in this class. That's not very good. A's is the 80 degrees, this one. I got a good number of students who got A's. F's, oh yeah, it looks like I need to work on this D students and get them up to C so they don't have to repeat the class.